Cooke family and the Nieves family and the whole extended Baker clan is happy because their Natasha Cooke was honored with a $25,000 award and was interviewed by NBC's Chuck Scarborough.
For excellence in teaching for the Milken Family Foundation and the $25,000 that came with it. She's here to tell us how that feels. Welcome. And congratulations.
Thank you, Chuck.
Let me take you back to the moment. I mean, this was a complete surprise. There was an assembly at school. You had no idea. In fact, nobody had any idea, right?
No.
And you were going to be presented with a $25,000 award and some great recognition. What was that moment like?
I was absolutely elated. I was so happy that the Milken Family Foundation was able to recognize great teaching. And I couldn't believe that they recognized me.
Well, let me point something else out here, because they've been doing this for 24 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in 24 years, you and 3 others are the first New York teachers to ever win this award.
Yes, that's right.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
How does that feel?
It feels wonderful. Again, I mean, there are great teachers across the country, and, it's great that finally someone is focusing on New York.
What do you think makes a great teacher?
A great teacher cares about children. They care about, student excellence. You want students to achieve.
When did you decide you were going to be a teacher?
I think I decided when I was young. I used to have dolls and set them up and prop up a blackboard and start teaching them my dolls.
How do they do?
Oh, they did great.
They passed with flying colors,
yes,
right?
Yes, they did great, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to young people who are maybe thinking about teaching as a career?
Well, I would definitely tell them to start with being a lifelong learner, because teaching is a lifelong journey. There are great informal institutions out there that can help you with professional development, like Museum of Natural History. And, there are great programs out there as well, like Farms for City Kids. And, if children are exposed at an early age to these great programs and, great education in colleges and universities, then you're going to want to be a great teacher, because you're going to care about kids.
There was a little tiny fly in the ointment at your at the ceremony, the surprise ceremony, because the president of your union, Michael Mulgrew, refused an invitation to attend because the Milken Foundation that gave you the prize had also contributed to a conservative political organization. Do you think that decision was the correct decision?
Well, I like to focus on the positive, honestly, and, education is a bipartisan issue. Nonetheless, so, if philanthropists really want to give money to great teaching, I say do it.
If you had the power today to make one change in the New York City public school system to really improve the quality of education, what would you do?
I would support teachers. I mean, really give them the resources that they need. I'm a great proponent of professional development, and I really, like I said before, I really think there are great programs out there already existing that need funding, and the time and allocation for teachers to go and use that would just be a great resource.
And when we're talking about money, what are you going to do with the $25,000 bucks?
I am going to use it to continue to pay for my college tuition. I'm in my last year of my doctorate in science education.
Well, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Natasha, it's so refreshing to get a nice, bright teacher in here and to talk to you. Somebody as dedicated as you are, and we're delighted you got the award.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So now we roll back the clock to recently when Natasha received the award, and it's pretty clear that she was surprised. Let's enjoy it.
New York State Education Commissioner Dr. David Steiner surprised Natasha Cooke-Nieves, as she is 82, with the Milken Educator Award. It is known as the Oscar of Teaching. Cooke-Nieves says it's an honor to receive a $25,000 check.
Well, it means that people actually care, like Mr. Milken, about education, and that people actually love and support teachers, and that's a great thing to know.
I was so happy for her. I smiled, and it was so great to see her win this award.
Cooke-Nieves says she's going to use the money to pay off her student loans. Well, the 9th annual Take Your